For the project IoT-based individual monitoring system, the components required are Arduino Uno, ESP826601 Wi-Fi module, 3 gas sensors. This is MQ7, this is MQ2, this is MQ2, it will be written somewhere here. This is MQ2, and this is MQ135, which is the air quality monitoring sensor. The setup is as follows. The 3.3 volt, 5 volt and ground is put in the breadboard for making the common connection, and I'll be doing the connection right now. The pin configuration of ESP826601 Wi-Fi module is shown at the back side of the Wi-Fi module. So this is the 3.3 volt, this is the RX pin, this is enable, and this is reset, this is transmission pin and ground pin. The 3.3 volt of Wi-Fi module is need to be put in this, which is taken common from the Arduino Uno. This is the receiver and transmitter pin, which needs to be left out. This is enable pin, which is also made common with the 3.3 volt, and the ground pin. This is the ground pin. This is the receiver and transmission pin, which is need to be left out, and this is the gas sensor pin configuration. This is VCC pin, this is ground pin, and this is AO, that is analog pin. The VCC required by the gas sensor is 5 volt, so we will put 5 volt. For 5 volt we will put it here. For ground connection, and AO pin in analog. The similar steps will be repeated for the other two gas sensors. We'll give power supply to the Arduino Uno board. You will see all the LEDs blinking. That means they have turned on. This is the code. This is the code which is supplied, which is provided in the zip folder. And first, the 2 pins. This is the code which is provided in the zip folder. The 2 pins, receiver and transmitter, need not to be connected right now, but after the compilation and uploading process, it needs to be set up. So first we will compile. It may take some time. So you can see done compiling, and after compiling you have to upload now you have to upload it. You can see it is uploaded, done uploading. So now you can connect the receiver and transmitter pin. You have to connect the receiver pin, this, to the transmitter pin of the Arduino Uno, and the transmitter pin to the receiver pin of Arduino Uno. That means vice versa. And we'll see the output on the COM port. If it is written fail, that means there is some problem in your Wi-Fi and it's not connecting. You can wait for some time. So you can see in the program it is defined the RX pin is pin number 2 and the TX pin is pin number 3 for Arduino Uno. So we have to connect the RX pin of Wi-Fi module to the pin number 3 of Arduino Uno. And the transmitter pin of Wi-Fi module to the receiver pin, that is pin number 2 of Arduino Uno. After when uploading is done. Now we'll open the serial monitor and see the output. The OYI indicates that it is connected to the internet, and this is the average, and this is the RO value which is sending to the ThingSpeak cloud right now. And the only thing which you need to change in this whole code is the username and password and API key. API key will be available in the cloud, and the username and password to the internet connection. You have to log in to this, the ThingSpeak IoT and for IoT analytics. This is an open source platform, and you have to log in here. You have to register if you haven't registered. I already have an account here. This is my channel short, and which is made public, and this is the field chart. You will see the graph. This is for MQ2, MQ7 and MQ135. You will see the graph changing as per the values seen in the serial monitor. You can also build your own website, which will be having the vehicle numbers of the individual vehicles, the emission of the different gases, like we have considered smoke, CO, and NOx and SOx, and the whole data of the individual vehicle owner, like their address, phone number, RTO region or pin code, and the purchase date. And the same data collection board which is transferred from the ThingSpeak cloud server to this website. So the individual vehicles can be monitored from here, from this website, and if any vehicle crosses the threshold limit, like this vehicle cross the threshold limit of CO, which is 50, and it has crossed to 52. So the notification will be generated to the user's mobile or the vehicle owner's mobile, and to get their PUC done. And if it is not done in the cushion time, then any legal action could be taken by the RTO. That's it.